VladTV.com.
Yo,
Edo, this is Vlad.
what up?
What up, man? Okay, so we're recording this conversation right now, just so you know.
All right.
Okay, cool. All right, y'all, this is another VladTV exclusive. And right here, I'm on the phone with Edo G. Now, for those who don't know, some of our younger listeners out there, Edo G came out in the 90s and basically was the voice of Boston. So, like, if anyone in the world could speak on behalf of Boston hip-hop, it would definitely be Edo G. It would be like Snoop Dogg talking about Long Beach. You feel me? Or Jay-Z talking about Brooklyn. Edo G, what is good?
Everything is good, man. Life is good. You know, we good. We good over here in the bean, man. I know, the conversation, everything. Let's just get right into it.
VladTV.com.
Let's get right into it.
Right into it, man.
Let's get into it, man.
Here's the whole thing in a nutshell. We did a show with Joe Budden last Thursday. Show was a great show. As far as people go, show was sold out. Everything was good. Joe Budden gets there. He comes on the stage, and his first remark is, "I'm coming out here, early because Cats was making me look bad." Talking about the opening acts. Bang. Problem number one. And I got this on my tape.
No, I feel you. So what are the acts that he was talking about? Like who
Well,
were
just
these
the opening acts. Just my man M. Dot, Mind State Militia, my man Jason from Special Teams.
Okay.
It was a couple other cats that opened, my man D Stacks and Stu Cats. These are local cats, man, that we work with a great deal. We promote a bunch of shows up here.
VladTV.com.
Bringing somebody here. And, I'm coming out early because Cats is making me look bad. Okay, number one. Bang. Number two, he asked pretty nicely. He's like, "Please, can you get all these dudes off the stage? Please, please, please." Then he just started going into, "Can you get, all these niggas away from me? I don't know these niggas. It's a sausage fest up here. It's a testicle festival. Niggas might be Saigon fans or Mobb Deep fans." And then some of my, and most of those cats that were up there were my peoples, And then, my peoples is like, "Yo, well, fuck you." You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole point of the matter is, he could have, before he even walked on stage, he could have called me to the dressing room, call any of my partners to the dressing room and say, "Yo, before I come out here, please just get all these dudes off the stage," and we would have handled that, no problem. But he came on the stage and said what he said, and people felt really disrespected, man. Like, we were there bigging him up all night. It wasn't like, no one was there shitting on Joe Budden. He comes out, and I'm gonna upload it, and I'm gonna send it to you so you can see it yourself, and you can post it up with this.
VladTV.com.
You know what I'm saying? So you can see exactly what he said and why people felt disrespected. We don't have no problems with Joe Budden. I mean, I'm a promoter, I'm an artist. I wear a million different hats, dog. So I don't really got time to be fighting with people. And this rap shit is WWF, you know what I'm saying? I don't have time. I'm trying to get paid and do what I do, you know what I'm saying? But for him to come out and be disrespectful, that's the whole thing. And then I see a lot of taglines on the internet, even on your site, Fat Joe caught it. Fat Joe never caught it up here. I don't know where all of these things are coming from, man. Fat Joe's my man.
Hold on, there was an interview where you were on the radio with another DJ.
Yeah, with my man DJ On and On.
Right.
I've never remembered Fat Joe up here getting anything done to him. Fat Joe.
Who was the one?
VladTV.com.
Okay, so who was the one that was saying that in the interview?
I don't know if that came from On or whatever. I'm not sure. I had to go back and listen to that, man. And that was some spur of the moment too. Like the next day, On just called me, "Yo, do you want to do an interview and talk about what happened last night?" And, right after we did that, it's all over the internet. Edo G bands, Joe Budden from Boston and whoop-de-whoop. And, I mean, all of that is whatever. I mean, my man On was really stressing that Joe Budden's is banned from Boston. You know, I mean, I told him, I talked to Joe yesterday a couple of times, and I told him, you know, dudes just wanted an apology because they felt really disrespected. And that was it. And he said he's going to do what he's going to do. So I guess he's coming back, and, you know, it's going to be what it's going to be.
VladTV.com.
Okay. Now, so that's actually a very important comment right there about the whole Fat Joe, Big Pun, LL, Rakim situation, because that was actually mentioned in the interview. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play
I remember Eric B.
Hold on.
Pun has caught it. Fat Joe has caught it. LL has caught it.
Rakim, Eric B. has caught it, got his Gucci jacket.
It's equal opportunity over here, man.
Up in Mattapan. Yeah, mad people have caught it, and it's, you know, we not happy.
All of those incidents,
I just played that for you from your interview.
Yeah. All of those incidents, definitely. Back in the days, in the 80s now. We talking the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Eric B. got his Gucci jacket taken in Boston at Roseland Ballroom up here. I was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the days, Boston was known. Like, we didn't never get any shows because cats were too wild at all the hip-hop shows. So from that point on, you know, there was just a lot of, when you came up here, you know, dudes was already hungry wolves. So anything could set them off. And, you know, a lot of stuff like that happened. We just really, you know, over the last, let's say, 10 years, started having a bunch of great shows come through Boston. There are artists that haven't even performed in Boston or haven't performed in Boston in 10, 15 years, if that. You know what I'm saying?
In that particular statement, though, like, there was two people talking. There was, and what I'm saying is, like, you know, I'm trying to stand behind what I put out in the world. You know what I mean? But in that particular interview, which is what I played for you over the phone, it said Fat Joe got it, Big Pun got it, LL got it, Rakim got his Gucci jacket taken.
Oh, Eric B.
That was
Eric
said.
B.
I'm sorry, Eric B. Eric B. and Rakim, but okay, Eric B. got his Gucci jacket taken. Now, you know,
VladTV.com.
I'm just making sure that my facts are straight, because you said, like, yo, you put that out there. I never said that. Now,
yeah,
who
I
was
see
that else that was talking?
I mean, that was On and On talking, too. It was me and DJ On and On talking at the same time. So, you know, I'm just saying, man, I don't want shit to get all misconstrued where, you know, and this is leading into other things. And, you know, the problem was with Joe Budden's being disrespectful to cats on stage. Cats who aren't rappers, first of all, except for my man Jason. You know, most of the cats that was up there, they don't rap. So, that, you know, they was just there as fans, and they was there to support what we were doing, you know what I'm saying, as far as the show goes, and there to hold us down. So, you know.
Now, in that particular conversation, there was a certain level of saying, like, yo, you know, Joe Budden, you know, is on people's radar. Next time he come to Boston, something might happen.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
If you listen to that, I said I'm not advocating anything to happen to anybody. I don't wish, you know, any harm to any man. You know what I'm saying? Unless a man does harm to me. So, you know, I mean, Joe Budden does have a show coming up here. I think like on the weekend, next weekend or whatever. You know, and like I said, Cats just felt really disrespected, man. And I'm gonna send you the tape. You know, and you know. At the end of the day, it's all fucking, you know, what is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes, at the end of the day, if some dudes feel disrespected, you can't come out. Like, I would never go to any place on the earth and, you know, disrespect cats unless they disrespected me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to come out of my face and out of my mouth talking shit to anybody unless they talking shit to me, man. I'm you know, I react, I counterpunch, man. I'm not the one that's going to be trying to set anything off.
VladTV.com.
You know what I'm saying? And we just felt like he initially came out and was talking shit for no apparent reason other than the dudes were on the stage. And if he really wanted to get cats off the stage, he should have called us into the dressing room and asked us to get them. He walked on stage and said, "Security, get these niggas off the stage." Come on, man.
Now, some of the things that you see on the blogs, you know, and on Twitter and so forth, is you know, the way it was addressed was like, yo, we had our goons in the audience, you know, we was there. But Joe Budden did his show and walked away.
VladTV.com.
Some of the stuff that people are saying is that why was this not addressed at that time with Joe, and why is people speaking about it after the fact?
Dog, the whole thing is, all right, if Joe, I'm a promoter of the show. Do you honestly think that I'm going to have some goons beat up the headliner at a show that I'm promoting in a venue that we work with consistently? Like, business is business, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be ignorant and, because somebody said something and, like I said, at the end of the day, On and On called me the next day, yo, come up to the station, I'm like, all right, come up and speak about what happened last night, man. All right, fine. That's what I did, and from there it's been wildfire. But like I told Joe the same thing. He asked me, well, then, why didn't I catch it? I said, dog, I'm not going to send anybody and we would actually, when I send you the tape, it's only a short clip of the very beginning. We were actually pushing someone who was talking that was saying, fuck you, whatever, blah, blah, blah. We were pushing him back to the side to get him off the stage. Like, at the end of the day, we're not going to have, dudes beating up the headliners and at shows that we're promoting. And like I said, if I was just the host of the show and it wasn't my show,
VladTV.com.
then, anything could have happened, man. You know what I'm saying? Because dudes felt disrespected. But this is my show. I got, other artists coming to this particular venue, and I'm not going to, screw that up for Joe Budden.
Right. Now, you said that Joe actually spoke to you and said, why didn't I get it?
Yeah, he called, and I told him the same thing I just told you. Like, dude, okay, I'm not going to sick dogs on you on stage. Like, that makes no sense. But dudes were calling me that night after the show asking for Joe Budden's room number. A lot of people. Yo, what hotel he's staying in? I'm like, dog, come on, man. Like, it's really not, at the end of the day, it's not that serious, man. I'm not going to let you dudes, go over to a man's hotel room and all that. I mean, it was he disrespected dudes. Dudes felt disrespected. Dudes felt like he owed them an apology, and that was that. He didn't give up no apology.
VladTV.com.
Okay, now, when he called you and spoke about the situation, was there an apology or an apologetic tone, or what was it like exactly?
Initially, there was like, what's the problem? I'm hearing, this and that, and, I thought I came and did a great show for you guys, and, I thought everything was cool. We were just asking to get the people off the stage, and, if you were, I was like, and like I said, if you were asking them, or asking us in that kind of manner, it would have been no problems. You know what I'm saying? But you came off like, you was extra tough. And like I said, he must have just thought that there was a bunch of internet soldiers in there in the building. And there was in the audience, but not on the stage. You know what I'm saying? That's why nobody moved. When he said, get all these niggas off the stage, get them away from me, no one moved. And dudes stayed there for the whole time.
VladTV.com.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to assume, based on the way you're speaking, that the talk between you and Joe hasn't really worked things out. Being the Boston representative, the voice for this whole situation, do you feel that everything cool now? Y'all are cool, or do you think that there's still some issues that need to be addressed?
I mean, like I told him, the last things, we said was, he said he knows what he has to do. So I told him to do what the hell he got to do. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that was how the conversation ended. And, if he comes back with a response, then we'll see what happens from there. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like, worldwide, we got family in Jersey, we got family in New York, we're everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if he really seriously thinks that he can disrespect dudes and then come back here,
VladTV.com.
He's really crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, he can easily resolve it by saying, maybe I was a little out of line. Maybe dudes were out of line. Maybe everybody was out of line. Cool. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if he comes back and he's, yapping and responding with some with some BS, then, you know, it's going to be what it's going to be.
VladTV.com.
Cool, man. I feel you. We're going to leave it at that. Any final words you want to share?
You know, I got a new album with me and Master Ace coming out called the A&E Project. Ace and Edo. It'll be out this summer. New Special Teams record coming out probably early fall. So check for that. Hit me up, Edo G Boston on MySpace anytime for anything. We promoting a lot of shows, so you want to come up to the Beam, come holler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Edo G will be in the building, just so you know.
Yeah.
On some business shit. On some business shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not on no goon shit, man. I'm on some business shit, man. At the end of the day, I thank you, Vlad, for hollering at me, man. I'm on your side every day. Word up.
VladTV.com.